So Redshift sent me these pedals that I have been looking at, and I put them on my Aventon Cinch ST e-bike. And I have been using these pedals for about 2 months now, and I really like them. It's cool to have a piece of gear on your bike that feels like a bit of tech, and these lights do feel like that. So there's a light in each side of the pedal, both the front and the back. Both of the LEDs are bi-color, meaning whichever way the pedal is facing, the front will always be white and the back will always be red. You don't need to pay special attention to which side of the pedal you're on. So that's pretty cool. There's got to be some sort of accelerometer inside of the pedal telling it which orientation it currently is. The light modules slide in and out of the center of the pedal, and they lock in with a very, very strong earth magnet. So in the first mode, the light is a steady beam. That will make your lights last around 3 hours. If you make them flash, your lights should last about 11 hours, and if you put it in the Eco Flash mode, you should have about 36 hours of runtime. In my experience, I haven't needed to charge these pedals very often, and I think that's because of their auto timeout feature. Meaning, if you park your bike and you walk away from it while the pedals are still lit up, in just a few minutes, the lights will auto turn off and they will conserve battery. They'll stay on standby for quite a number of hours, I think about 12 hours. So if you don't touch your bike and you pick it up maybe the next morning after waking up, your pedals will still automatically turn on without you having to think about it. And I think that's pretty cool. I am in a very dry climate. There's almost no rain here in Southern California, and so I don't necessarily need them to be waterproof, but if you live in a wet area, they are IP64 rated, meaning they are water and dust resistant. They are not proof, meaning you don't want to submerge them, but they can sustain rain and heavy dust. They're sealed for both of those things. And then when you have these pedals, you have 4 light modules and you need to charge them somehow. Redshift sent a parallel USB charging board with these lights, and that allows you to plug in each light at one time with one USB port. It also might be important to mention that the light modules are the USB port. You don't need to have any cords or anything to plug into these lights to charge them. And that is really cool. There was one time where I was going somewhere on my bike and I knew the light wasn't as charged as it needed to be for my ride home. So while I was going there, I took the light off the back and I plugged it into the USB port on my e-bike and charged it so that when I was coming home from my destination, I knew that I had a light that was charged and that I would be safe on my way home. So that was a really cool use case for these lights with the integrated USB sticks. That also leads me to mention that there is an independent module that these lights work with that turn the light module into either a front light or a back light. Depending on which color light you want. Since it's not going into a pedal, there's a magnet, and depending on the polarity of the magnet, if it's heads or tails, that changes the color of the light in their side module, which I think is really cool that the electronics inside of the light can sense the polarity of the magnet and therefore tell it what color it should be. And that's pretty cool. I've got that module on the back of my e-bike on a basket, and it is my rear light for this bike. So Arclight says these pedals make you about 57% more safe on the road. So it's the biometric motion of pedaling that helps the cars identify that you are a cyclist and they need to take care. So Redshift sent me these pedals, and I've been using them for about a month now. They have made me feel a lot more comfortable when riding my bike around town, and I think that helps with a lot of things, including the willingness to want to go ride, and that can be a big thing for a lot of people. So the Arclight pedals cost $139.99, and that is a pretty good deal considering a pair of normal pedals usually costs around $100 to $120. So you're getting a lot of tech, a lot of value, and you're increasing your safety while you're riding. If you're here on my YouTube channel, you know there's one thing I like to say around here, and that is to never stop chasing your curiosity. That's one thing I have always done in life, and it has always led me to great things. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.